Hello you guys, long time no talk. Welcome back to another vlog. It is currently July 9th. I think the last time that I actually filmed on here was in April, and it was the wedding that I went to with some of my girlfriends from work. Honestly, I feel like I'm going to take the time in the start here to just kind of share some life updates, and then I'll elaborate on them later on in this vlog. I'm currently leaving for school. I have school tonight, and then I have tomorrow off. So I'm going to take you through the next couple days. I'm not exactly sure how many days this is going to be, but I figured I would just take you guys along with me. And like I said, I'm going to share some life updates in here. I think the last time that I filmed, I talked a little bit about how I was struggling to, find a job in aesthetics after I did my apprenticeship training, and I was like interviewing and going through the process of all of that. And I am happy to say that I have accepted a part-time job working as an aesthetic injector here in Arizona, and it's just kind of changed my life in the last few months for the better. It's definitely been a little bit of an adjustment period just with going to school. I dropped down at the hospital, and my life has just changed a lot in the last few months. It's been a lot busier than I thought it would be as well. So I do want to share all the updates on that. And I always come on here and say I'm sorry for going a long time without filming, but I've honestly gotten to the point where I film when I can and I put out what content I can when I can, and I'm super excited to finally be at a place where I am able to film again a little bit more. The month of May was kind of crazy. I started the new job in injecting, and then I also went PRN at the hospital. I started my next class, which has been quite a lot. I'm not gonna lie. NP school has picked up so much more than it was in the past. The first few months of my program were all online, and then we moved to hybrid, and now we go to hybrid classes and then lab as well, and then clinicals are also here. So I feel like it's just been a lot to handle, and I have definitely had to have some things take the back burner. One of them being my social life, and also social media, and that just has been where I've been at and how things have been. I am loving my new job working in aesthetics. It's just a breath of fresh air, and I feel like it's really nice because it gets me the opportunity to try something new, and I'm excited to be in nursing again and excited to learn every day when I do go to work. So I definitely think it was the right move for me. It is what I want to do with my nurse practitioner degree as well, so I feel like it's just worked out for the better. Going PRN at the hospital, at first I was really nervous about it, and there's definitely been some interesting things that have happened since then, but when it comes to my mental health and how I'm doing in school, I feel like going PRN has helped tremendously. My mental health is so much better, and I'm doing so much better in school. I'm retaining so much more information. I do still work night shift PRN. I pick up 1 to 2 shifts per week depending on what my school schedule looks like or what my schedule at the aesthetic office is like. I'm gonna finish rambling for now, and like I said, I'm gonna take you guys through the next couple of days, and not sure how long this is gonna be. We'll see. I'm just gonna kind of play it by ear, and I just made my coffee. I actually just got some new pods from Nespresso. This is the Bianco Doppio, which is actually made to have creamer and milk put in it. I usually go with the either Scuro, Dulce, or Ice Leggero, but this Bianco Doppio, I saw someone post about it on Instagram, and I just had to give it a try, and I can definitely say it is worth the hype. But let's go ahead and head to school, because if I don't leave in the next few minutes, I'm gonna be late, and I'm super excited to be filming for you guys again. So I hope that you enjoy this video. So I just made it to the parking garage at school. Honestly, we had our midterm this week, so it's not going to be a super crazy class. We have to practice our head to toe assessment, which is in a few weeks. It's a verbal exam where we have to verbalize all of the patient history, asking all the questions, going through with like a full head to toe assessment of what we would do as a nurse practitioner. So it's definitely like a very lengthy exam. They said it is 1 hour and it's pretty much like a verbal and physical exam. Nothing like writing wise or anything, but I'm definitely very nervous about it, and I do need to be better over the next 4 weeks about like practicing more often so that I feel more comfortable and prepared for it. I actually did pretty good on my midterm. I was super happy with how I did. I feel like I still have a lot of studying still to do. We have a big exam at the end of this class that covers the last 3 classes that we've had content-wise. It's called the 3-piece exam. My first class was patho, second class was pharm, and now I'm in physical assessment. So the exam that we take in a few weeks, it's like in 5 weeks or whatever, it's based off of all of the content from each of those areas, and it's like a 75 question test. We have to pass it with at least a 68% to continue on in the program, which doesn't seem like that much, but 3 classes that are full of a lot of information. Definitely very nervous about it, and then having this exam on top of it. We are doing our best, but we don't actually have lecture today. We just have to come and do lab, so that will be nice. I'm really hoping that I get out at a decent hour. Usually I don't get out of class until way late in the evening. It's like after 9 p.m. and it's like an hour away from my house. So today I left at like 4 o'clock. It's currently 4:56. Class starts at 5. I have to get in the next few minutes here, but yeah, it's definitely been quite a bit and the drive is quite far, but all in all, I can't believe I'm like halfway through the program. I've been in since last January and I'm done next October. So we're just at that point of halfway, and I feel like I've been losing steam a little bit just because I feel like I'm truly still in the thick of it, but I know it's gonna be worth it. I'm just gonna keep chugging along and going. He's like, what the heck is going on? Just got back from school. We're making a dinner. We've gotten into the habit over the last couple weeks of ordering HelloFresh, and it has been so nice. It makes dinners so much easier. And tonight we're having like a creamy chicken sausage with kale, and we're gonna add a little bit of extra pasta, and that's pretty much the plan. Then we're gonna take Brady out. I'm not gonna say the word because he knows what I'm talking about. He's already had dinner. And then we both have some homework to do, I think. So we might be doing that later too, right?
Yeah, I got a little bit.
Okay. Do you want me to put the pasta in first? Or do you want to put everything in?
Sure.
It's probably a lot of pasta for all that, but it's okay. Okay, do you think that's too much or do you think it's good?
I guess. We want to add some more.
Yeah. Oh my goodness, it looks so good. There's definitely more of a pasta than chicken sausage and kale ratio, but it's all right. We made it our own. 3rd week of HelloFresh is done. We are having an argument about whether this should be eaten with a fork or a spoon. I have a spoon, he's using a fork. Let us know in the comments what you think. I don't feel like it matters. I understand it's pasta, but it's a pasta that's like kind of like a macaroni, I think. And so it can be eaten with a spoon if you ask me. Here is our next argument. I have 1 drink, water, with dinner. Nate has 3. We have ginger ale, lemonade, and water. Are you a 1 drink person or are you a Nate and have 3? Because I've never seen someone have so many drinks with dinner. And they all taste so different. Is that one have caffeine? I mean, not caffeine, what am I saying? Carbonation? And then not, does it?
Yeah.
Interesting. And then you have lemonade that has none. Then you have water that has none. That's just, I don't get it. He says that the garlic and ginger go together, so it makes sense. But then I said, where does the lemonade come in? And he goes, there's lemon to squeeze on the pasta. I get the lemonade one, but not the ginger ale. And obviously I drink with water with everything, so that one makes sense to me. All right, we just finished dinner, so we're gonna take little man to the park. Do you wanna go to the park? As you can tell, he's very excited. I didn't say the word until just now because he's already ready to go. Do you want to go to the park? Let's go. Good afternoon, you guys. I think I updated last night when we were eating dinner. Today was a late start to the day. I did not get up until 10:30, which was not the plan. We had every and all intentions of getting up before 8, going to the gym, but it is my only day off in the week. Wednesdays is like the one day I have to get stuff done. So, you know, I just took advantage of getting the extra sleep, got up. I had some lab work that I had to get done today. I've started to see a rheumatologist because I have had some issues that came back with my labs, and I had gone to the primary care with some complaints. So I got all that lab work done today, and then I have my follow-up in like 2 weeks to see the results of everything. And then I also, you can see right here, I'm trying not to show like the blood because I know people get queasy with that, but I got my TB test done today for nurse practitioner school. We start clinicals and we have to have like malpractice insurance, a TB test, all our immunizations up to date. I'm trying to think, updated resume, drug screen, all of that stuff, background check. I've done everything but the TB test. I've been avoiding this one just because it takes two-step process. You have to go get it done and then 2 or 3 days later you have to get it read. So I've honestly been avoiding it, but I needed to get it done because we are in the final month before everything is due, and I just was like, you know what, it's a day off. I wanted to get an oil change today too, but I think I'm gonna have to wait to do that until next week. And yeah, Nate and I have plans tonight to go to dinner, so I'll take you guys along. We're going to one of our favorite new sushi spots. It's very close to the area that I used to live in. We live a little bit farther out now, but it's like a 20-minute drive, and we tried it, I think it was almost 2 weeks ago now. It's called Shimogamo, and it's right next to the Santan Mall, and it is so good. They make the sushi in front of you, and then they hand it to you like the sushi chefs or whatever you want to call it. So it is so good, and I really wanted it. Nate was actually the one that brought it up going tonight, so I thought, you know what, let's do it. And yeah, I'm gonna try and get some homework done. It's currently 2:30. We're gonna go get some Starbucks because you know me, I always like to get Starbucks on my days off. So I'm gonna go do that today. I want to do that and then maybe try to get ahead on some homework. I have that head to toe assessment that I went to school for to practice yesterday, and it's a month away, and I want to start really honing in on like getting better at it and perfecting my skills so that hopefully I can pass it on the first try and get ahead on as many discussion posts as I can, because days off are few and far between, as I mentioned. But let's go get some Starbucks because I need some green tea today. Just got back from running all my errands, and I wanted to show you guys the cute new pair of Birks that I got. I ordered these from the Birkenstock website I think it was last week, and they just came in today. I have been wearing the same pair since last April. I've had one pair and I wear them almost every single day, so I really wanted to get a new pair. And these are the ones that I got. Let me see. It doesn't look like they came already strapped, so let's see. I will definitely have to adjust them to fit my shoe size, but I think they are so adorable. I wear a size 37, the narrow ones, and these are the Big Buckle, Arizona Big Buckle Sandcastle, and the ones I currently have, they're so gross, so pardon how disgusting they look, but they were this color, and I wanted to get something a little bit lighter for the summer since next month we're going to Massachusetts, and I just thought these would be so cute. They actually have like little gold buckles, which I thought was so cute. I'm so excited to wear them. I'm gonna try them on. Oh yeah, these are perfect. I need to get used to this camera. I keep leaving it on by accident. Just finished my discussion post. It's not due till this Saturday, but I'm trying to work ahead in the coming weeks to make the last few weeks of the semester a little bit more tolerable. But I'm gonna go downstairs. Nate's kicking me out of the office. What are you two doing? He's kicking me out of the office so he can do his test. So I'm gonna take a little break.
Don't worry about what we're doing.
What are you doing?
Nothing.
How do you find that comfortable? I don't get it. All right, switching over to the smaller camera for dinner, but just finished getting ready for our little date night. I just have on this top from ASTR, the label. It's actually part of my Nuuly order for this month. And then for pants, I'm actually just wearing some beach cover-up pants that I put like nude shorts on underneath. And I wanted an excuse to wear my new Birks, so that is what we are wearing for shoes. Just did my everyday curls and my everyday makeup, so we are headed off to dinner now. Okay, here we are. This is our new favorite spot in Santan. It's called Shimogamo Sushi and Grill. Well, it's more like it's his favorite place, right?
Yeah.
All right, our first round of food just made it out. We got the grilled Brussels sprouts, which we got last time. They are so good. And then this time we're trying the udon carbonara. So it's like noodles with bacon, and it's really good. It looks like it. So far, I guess we haven't tried it just yet, but we know these are good. All right, our sushi made it out. We've got tuna roll, double salmon, surf and turf. I can't have this one, but I ordered these two, so it looks so good. Okay, you guys, we are continuing on this vlog this morning. It is currently Thursday today. Yeah, Thursday. I'm headed to the med spa for my first shift of the week, and I am gonna continue it on this little G7X. I don't know if I'm gonna switch back to my big camera. This is just a lot easier for work, and I was filming on it last night when we went to dinner. Currently, I'm at Dunkin' this morning because I just didn't want to make breakfast this morning, so we're getting ourselves a bagel and a tea, and that's how we're starting our day. Nate helped me so much this morning by taking Brady. He was supposed to go to my mom's house, and then I usually have to plan for like extra time whenever I have to take him over there, obviously, so I'm not late for work. But Brady like refused to leave the house this morning. He was like sitting by Dad and just not about getting in the car. So Nate was like, I can watch him today. He has to sleep for night shift, so he's gonna take him out throughout the day, like when he wakes up and stuff. But it is so weird that Brady does that sometimes. He's gotten into the habit of doing it, and now that Nate's let him stay, I feel like he's like tries to get his way almost every time, but it's all right. It actually ends up working out. I was able to return my Nuuly order this morning, and like I said, I'm getting breakfast, so I am honestly happy because the day is starting off earlier, and I'm actually gonna be early for work for once and not running late. All right, it is much later now. I just finished showering. I actually ended up falling asleep on the couch when I first got home for like 30 minutes, which was not the plan, but I'm not gonna be mad at myself for it. I wanted to share with you guys some new skincare products that I started implementing into my routine. I think in my last video, like 3 months ago, I shared that I was getting into like my medical grade skincare era, and I have definitely continued to up that. So I thought I would share with you guys some of my favorite products and the brands I've been using. This is not sponsored in any way. I do work at a med spa, so I do get medical grade skincare discounted, but honestly, I've had the chance to try a few things now, and I can share with you the things that I feel like are worth it, the things that I really love. And so I'm going to show you that now as I'm doing my nighttime routine, and then I'll show you some of the things that I'm using for tomorrow as well. All right, these are super wet because I just got out of the shower, but I shared that I was using the hydrating cleanser from Skin Health, and after I finished that one, I decided to try the gentle cleanser, which is supposed to be recommended for like all skin types. I will say I like that one a lot, but personally, the hydrating cleanser is definitely still a favorite of mine. I don't know if it's just because it was the first one I tried, but I love it a lot. And then for an exfoliator, I did show you guys this one a few months back. I do still love the Skin exfoliating polish. It comes in like, literally looks like an exfoliating paste, and you just take a little bit. I actually did exfoliate tonight, so my skin just looks a little bit more red than normal. But I use that every couple nights. I would say like every 3 to 4 nights, I would say. And then in the evening, every other night, I do a retinol. The one that I have been using for the last like few weeks that I am absolutely loving is the Alpha Ret Overnight Cream by Skin Better Science. So this comes out in like a pasty serum like this. You're supposed to put it on before you put your moisturizer on. It's considered like a serum, so you put it on before you put any of the other moisturizers on. I will say, I've learned this the hard way, so if you're interested in trying any sort of retinol, don't make the same mistakes I did, but I did it a little too close to my eyes and then over in like the corners of my mouth. And sometimes when you first use a retinol, it can kind of be drying to the skin. Well, the corners of my mouth started getting super dry, and then around my eyes was super dry whenever I would put makeup on. So going forward, if you're trying them, and what I will be doing is not putting it so close to those areas. But as you can see, there's just been like such a difference in like the glow in my skin, and I just love it so much. I also always put on a hydrating cream over it. The one that I have still been using since the last time I showed you guys is the Zoe Skin Health hydrating cream, and I will probably use this one up. I'd love to try another one going forward, but for now this one works. I just really like these two lines. They've been definitely some of my favorites. And then I thought I would show you, that's pretty much all I do for like my nighttime routine. I'd love to implement more like down the road, but right now it's like very simple and what works for me. So it's like a span of 4 products. Some of them I don't even end up using every night, but I definitely feel like investing in a good retinol has kind of held me over in between my Botox treatments, just because it helps like soften fine lines and even out my skin texture, which like I said has just made a world of a difference. There are a couple other products that I wanted to show you guys. One of them is the Alto Advanced Defense and Repair Serum. This serum I use in the morning, and then on the nights where I don't use the retinol, because like I said, I only use it every other night, I also use it at night. This is a great serum to just like protect the skin. They say it's like intrinsic and extrinsic factors in the environment. Like I said, I'm on my, oh, well, the power just went out. That's great. If you couldn't hear earlier, it was like storming. It actually still is, but oh my heck, that's creepy. And I'm home alone with Brady, so that's great. He's freaked out. You all right? He's like, what the heck is going on, Mom? As I was saying, I use this in the morning, every single morning. And then I also use it in the evening on the nights where I'm alternating using the retinol, because like I said, I only use it every other night, and it works great. I love it. It's very lightweight. It's a serum as well, so it goes on before you put moisturizer on. And then the last product I wanted to show you guys is what I've been using every single day as an SPF. I have really prioritized my skin health this year, and one of those things is with using a good SPF. So the one that I am currently using is the Sun Better Tone Smart SPF 75. This one has a tint to it, so I've actually been using it as just like a tinted moisturizer, putting my concealer on, patting it with translucent powder, and then like I said, just putting my makeup on underneath it. This doesn't really have like a ton of coverage, but I don't love to wear anything super heavy on a daily basis anyways. If you're in the market for one, this is definitely a good one to try. I will say that a lot of these products are kind of pricey, but you get what you pay for. I feel like medical grade skincare just over time is better for your skin, and I've really noticed a difference already in the last like month. Not coming on here because I get commission or to share anything other than my honest opinion, and I have a pretty simple routine. I don't have like a 10-step skincare routine, but I will say just in the few months that I've incorporated these things, I've noticed a huge difference in just like the overall appearance of my skin, the way that it feels more than anything, and then fine lines, wrinkles, and texture and things of that sort. But yeah, I wanted to share with you guys some of those things because I've definitely continued to develop my routine, and I probably will continue to over the next few months. But little by little, one thing at a time. These products are, like I said, ridiculously expensive. So I've kind of implemented one and then another every few weeks. And I think I've finally developed a mini routine that works for me. And then when I get into a place where I want to try more, I definitely will. I would love to find like a good eye cream. And then I want to do a series of 3 microneedling treatments just because I feel like it would really help my skin with just stimulating collagen and whatnot. I'm not gonna keep rambling because I'm sure you guys are tired of hearing about my skincare blabber, but we're gonna go ahead and get some homework done. It's currently 10:15, so it probably won't be long before we go to bed. I wanna try to do one more discussion post before I head to bed, and then submit a few other things that I already completed before the school week started. Today was like the first week of the new school week. My school does things a little different, where we actually can't submit our assignments until the class opens each week, or until the week opens each week. So we can't really work ahead by submitting stuff. We can work on the assignments, if that makes sense. I'm gonna go work on some homework and then head to bed. Brady and I are headed to bed. He's my little cuddle buddy tonight. Just finished my discussion posts and all of the assignments that I actually have to submit for this week, which is so nice. So really the only thing that I need to work on going forward is, hello, are you trying to butt in on the camera? I'll put you in it too. The only other thing that I have to work on this week is my physical exam, like the verbal exam I keep talking about. So homework wise and busy work wise, that stuff is all done, but it's currently almost midnight now and I have to go to work in the morning at the med spa. So we're gonna go to bed, but I just wanted to end off the vlog here tonight and pick it up tomorrow morning. Oh my goodness, you guys. I apologize for the extra noise that you're probably hearing right now. It's currently Friday. I think I last updated last night, and I am so tired today. I don't know what it is. I, mind you, didn't go to bed till like 12:30, which was not the plan, but sometimes things just happen that way. It was so hard to get up this morning. I've got my Starbucks coffee. I'm on my way now, and I'm at our Scottsdale location today, which I do have to get up usually a little bit earlier to go to this location anyways, because it's quite a far drive for me. But yeah, we are just on the struggle bus today. I have to have my TB test read today, and honestly, I'm hoping it's not a super crazy day, just because I definitely need to relax today. I am like so overtired. I think the flipping back and forth nights and days has taken a huge toll on me. I do still work PRN at the hospital. I don't know if I've mentioned that, maybe a little bit at the beginning of this video, but I'm part-time at the med spa and PRN at the hospital, but my requirement is at least 1 to 2 shifts every 2 weeks, and this past 2 weeks I worked 4 shifts, and it was because I had like my required holiday, and then I had already picked up 2 shifts, so it just ended up being a lot more than what I usually do, and I'm definitely feeling it. So I'm gonna stop filming now because I shouldn't be filming in the car, but I just wanted to update you guys and say good morning. Just got back from work a couple hours ago, and I wanted to share my honest thoughts on the day. I feel like most days are pretty good, but today was just a hard one. I obviously shared in the beginning of this video that I have gone PRN at the hospital, and I started working in aesthetics part-time. And I think that there's a lot of glamorizing the aesthetic industry, and I just want to be transparent about the fact that starting this has been such a dream come true, but it has also been one of the hardest things that I've ever done. I feel like when I first started in labor, it was really hard for me to get my bearings, and then I ended up moving to postpartum for a little bit, back to labor, and I definitely did better the second time around. But anytime you're learning a new specialty, it is so challenging, and everything is new and foreign, and I definitely am feeling that, and I definitely felt that after today. I had my first patient where they didn't absolutely love the results immediately following treatment, and we kind of discussed things prior to the treatment, and I went over swelling and honestly all of those things, but sometimes it's just like the initial shock if you haven't had filler in a long time or you're getting filler for the first time. Sometimes it can be a little bit of a shell shock, and I have been injecting now for a few months, and I haven't really had any issues or ran into any issues with that. But today was like the first experience where I had not like a negative outcome, but like a patient that wasn't absolutely in love right off the bat. And it definitely took a toll on my self-confidence a little bit. Obviously, being a newer injector, it's already challenging. You already are hard enough on yourself. So when you have a patient that doesn't absolutely love the results right off the bat, you take a little bit of that home with you. And
everything ended up being fine, and I let my directors know and the supervisor, just we're gonna kind of watch it, and if she is unhappy then end up dissolving. But yeah, I just wanted to share the honest truths regarding it, because I feel like there is a lot of glamour around the aesthetic industry and being an aesthetic nurse. And something that I have definitely realized, it's been a little bit since I actually was in a new specialty, but that feeling of being in a new specialty and everything being foreign is so hard. And I didn't realize that it would impact me as much as I think that it has. Even though it's not like super fast-paced bedside type of job, it is a challenging job, and it is definitely something that I can only get better at through time and practice, and you know, continuing to go to educational opportunities and trainings and enhancing my skills. I know that this is kind of random and I'm kind of just fitting this in here after like my day, but I ended up going home like an hour and a half early, and honestly I haven't stopped thinking about that patient since. And I know that's a good thing. I know it's like shows that I care, and obviously I want her to be happy. So if, you know, we get to a point where things are not that way, then we will address it once the swelling goes down and whatnot. It definitely took a toll on me, and it makes me question whether I made the right decision. But after talking to my other injectors at my place and talking to my directors, like, I do think that this is just part of the learning process and something that will get better in time. I'm gonna continue on this vlog probably into tomorrow. I feel like it's been pretty chatty, but it's been a few months since I've filmed, so I wanted to share a lot of the updates about, you know, how life is going, where things are at. And in my last video, I shared a little bit how I was wanting to step into the aesthetic industry. I got a job in it. Things have been going good up until this point. Today was like my first really hard day, and it's been a few months. So I know that is to be expected, but all in all, everything else is going good. Work has been definitely keeping me on my toes, as well as school. But like I said, I just want to share the honest reality of sometimes what it's like moving professions or moving different specialties within a career. It takes practice and time, and there are growing pains, and I just wanted to be transparent about that. So I'm gonna end this off here, probably go shower, and probably pick it back up later on this evening. We don't really have anything super crazy planned. I'm probably just gonna be spending the night in. It is Friday evening, 7:30, and I'm already so tired. Probably going to spend the night just catching up on homework or studying, or even watching some YouTube, because that is like my favorite thing to do. I really want to try and get some of this edited and uploaded hopefully for you guys by Sunday, and I will definitely update you guys in a little bit.
Did you have fun at the park? Did you have fun playing with your friend Shrek? We just got back from going to the park for a little bit. It is currently the next night. I had every intention of filming today, and I ended up waking up 30 minutes before I had to be at work, and I had to drop Brady off before I went, and it was just quite the Saturday morning. So I didn't get to filming. I got there like 2 minutes before my shift started, and of course I had an appointment the first thing in the morning at 9 a.m. So kind of was a crazy start to the day. Didn't have lunch, all the things. But I wanted to end off this vlog this evening because I'm gonna try and pick it up tomorrow. And I really hope that you guys enjoyed this little life update, kind of sharing a little bit about my updated skincare routine and some changes that have been going on in my life the last few months. I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, give it a like and subscribe because it really supports my channel. When it is sometime between my posting, I get some sweet comments saying that you missed my vlogs or that you wish I posted more, so I just want you to know that it does not go unnoticed, and I appreciate it a lot. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.